The fire didn't roar. It whispered. Low and slow, like it was waiting. Alaya dropped the mop the moment the smoke curled beneath the pantry door. A wet slap echoed on the kitchen tile. She froze, then ran. The girl was still upstairs. Chloe. 9 years old, legs paralyzed from birth, golden hair in soft braids, and always clutching a lavender bunny in her lap. Alaya tore through the hallway in her white apron and yellow cotton shirt, heart thudding in her chest like a fist pounding a locked door. She yelled up the stairs, "Chloe! Where are you, baby?" Silence. Then a soft knock. It came from behind the heavy glass doors at the end of the hall. Chloe's voice was barely audible. "I can't open it. It's locked." That stopped Alaya cold. She reached the door and twisted the knob. It didn't budge. From inside, Chloe's small voice trembled again. "I can smell smoke." Alaya didn't hesitate. She stepped back, grabbed the nearest lamp, and smashed the knob clean off. The door flung open, and there she was, Chloe, trapped in her wheelchair, eyes wide and legs shaking though they couldn't move. Without a word, Alaya crouched and began to push. Smoke swirled behind them. But something was wrong. The front door wouldn't open. It was locked, from the outside. The smoke spread like a net. Thick, gray, determined. Alaya grabbed the handles of Chloe's wheelchair and spun it toward the back corridor, but the hallway was already choking on fumes. "Cover your mouth, baby," Alaya said, stripping off her apron and tying it over Chloe's face. She pulled her own shirt up over her nose, eyes burning. They reached the service hallway, but flames were crawling down from the ceiling. The exit to the garden was blocked. The only path left was the side ramp, narrow and slanted, leading down past the east stairwell. Alaya pushed hard, wheels jerking over cracked tiles. Chloe clutched her bunny. "I'm scared." "I know. But I've got you," Alaya said. Her voice was hoarse, but steady. "I won't let go." She had no idea if the ramp was still intact. But she had to try. As they turned the final corner, something glinted near the base of the wall, metal screws scattered across the floor. Then she saw it. The support rail had been unscrewed. The wooden planks had been loosened. This wasn't just an accident. Someone wanted this ramp to collapse. She hesitated for half a breath. Chloe whispered, "They said I'd sleep through anything." Alaya's blood ran cold. "Who said that?" Chloe's voice cracked. "Mom. And someone else." The floor beneath them creaked. The wood smelled like gasoline. Alaya took 2 steps back, dragged the chair into the hallway again, and made a decision. "We're going out the window." She wheeled Chloe toward the nearest bedroom. The flames were getting louder, brighter, hungrier. She kicked open the glass pane and hoisted a small desk toward it. "Climb on my back," she ordered. "But." "No buts, Chloe. Now." With trembling arms, she lifted the child, then grabbed the handles of the chair and hurled it out first, praying it would land soft. Then she climbed to the sill. 1 deep breath. And jumped. The fall wasn't clean. They hit the garden hedge with a jolt so violent, it knocked the air out of Alaya's lungs. She curled her body around Chloe, absorbing the impact, but pain shot through her ribs. Somewhere nearby, the wheelchair had landed sideways, one wheel spinning. Alaya didn't move. Not yet. Then Chloe whimpered. That was enough. She sat up, coughing hard, and checked the girl's face, soot-smudged but conscious. Alaya cradled her close, rocking back and forth on the grass, the burning house crackling behind them. That's when Chloe said it. "They locked me in." 3 words. Quiet. Flat. Like she'd already accepted it. Alaya froze. "What do you mean, they?" Chloe pointed weakly to the second-floor window. I heard them. Mommy and that man. They said I don't even scream when I sleep. For a moment, Alaya forgot about the fire. The pain. Even the sirens in the distance. She looked up at the mansion, smoke pouring out of windows like it was weeping. Then she saw it, the red Lexus parked neatly in the driveway, unburnt, untouched. And the front door. Still locked. Still latched from the outside. Her chest tightened. This wasn't a fire. This was a plan. Alaya's hands trembled, but her voice didn't. You're safe now, she whispered. You hear me, Chloe? You're safe. The girl nodded against her chest. Just then, a neighbor burst onto the lawn. Oh my God. Are you okay? Another followed. The house, did anyone else make it out? Alaya shook her head. No one else was inside. No one else cared enough to stay. Then she glanced back at the flames, and finally let herself cry. Paramedics arrived first, then firefighters. Alaya refused the stretcher until Chloe was checked. Her own ankle was swollen, ribs likely bruised, but she didn't flinch when they touched her. She kept one hand wrapped around Chloe's. The fire chief knelt beside them, inspecting the wreck. Did you say the doors were locked from the outside? He asked. Alaya nodded slowly. The chief exchanged a glance with one of the firefighters. Then radioed in for arson investigators. Hours later, the confirmation came. The smoke detectors had been disconnected. The side ramp deliberately loosened. And the front latch, scratched by a key from the outside. But that wasn't all. The mansion's security system had been wiped. Except, whoever erased it forgot the backup server in the guest house. The recovered footage showed the mother, Mrs. Langford, walking calmly out the front door that morning, Chloe's bedroom light still on. She paused at the bottom step. Looked up. Then locked the door behind her. No hesitation. Just one chilling sentence, clearly audible. She won't wake up anyway. When Chloe's father was reached overseas, his response was instant. What? My daughter was supposed to be with her nurse this week. My wife said the house was under renovation. He caught the next flight home. And by the time he landed, the media had the story. The courtroom was silent. Mr. Langford stood behind the microphone, tears streaking down his face as the footage played again, his wife locking the door, her voice cold. I trusted her, he said quietly. I thought she loved Chloe. Across the aisle, Alaya sat in a dark navy dress, one arm still in a sling, her eyes on Chloe, who clutched her hand like it was life itself. The judge cleared her throat. This court recognizes Ms. Alaya Thomas not only as the woman who risked her life to save a child, but also as the only consistent protector in Chloe's life. Then came the ruling, joint custody. Mr. Langford would provide full financial and legal support, but Alaya would be the girl's primary guardian. Outside the courthouse, microphones surrounded her. Ms. Thomas, how does it feel to go from maid to mother figure? Alaya didn't blink. She looked down at Chloe, then at the cameras. I wasn't just a maid, she said. I was the only one who stayed. That sentence spread like wildfire across the internet. 2 weeks later, Mr. Langford announced a new foundation in Alaya's name, focused on fire safety, special needs children, and recognizing silent heroes in domestic work. That night, in their small apartment, Alaya tucked Chloe into bed. The girl whispered, "Will the fire come back?" Alaya kissed her forehead. "No, baby. And even if it does, I'll still be right here." Sometimes the ones we overlook are the only ones who truly stand by us. Alaya didn't save Chloe for recognition, she did it because it was right. In a world that often turns away, she stepped forward. If this story moved you, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more stories that reveal quiet courage and hidden truth. Your voice matters more than you think.